Here we are at Bunratty Castle. Just a little stop on the way to the cliffs of Moher. Gonna see the most picturesque cliffs in Ireland in about an hour. But I think the castle isn't even open yet. And I looked online and the prices to go inside and everything's about 15 bucks. So I think I'll pass. But impressive castle nonetheless. Arrived at the cliffs of Moher. Got a little bit of a walk. As you can see, plenty of tour buses, which is fantastic. Can't wait to see these views. At the southern end right now, and maybe I'll go to the northern end later. It's on the way, but can't wait. Supposedly the best view in all of Ireland. This is one thing I was looking forward to. But when I talked to the guy who I got my ticket from, said the trail's closed right now, which is a shame. Because it's probably the best way to see the cliffs. There you can see the parking lot, all the tour buses, the cars and everything. My car's back there somewhere. But overall, it's a beautiful view, but I would be lying to you a little bit if I said it was as stunning as the cliffs of Kerry. And maybe it's just a commercialized thing. There's a lot of people here. It feels touristy. In the views of the Kerry Cliffs, it was more intimate and different, but still got a bit of walking around to do before I give this place a fair shake. Got to head over to this castle all the way over there. Well, it was a bit crowded by where all the tourists are hanging out over at that tower right back there. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just walking north as far as I can. Maybe I'll get some similar views, but I figure all the views people are looking for at that end are going south. So when I start walking south, I'll get those views anyways. But a lot of big cliffs out here. It's just constant big cliffs. It is really cool. It is really pretty. As I get away from people, I am enjoying myself more. And I think that's just a personal preference thing, but it feels too much like Six Flags or Disney. When I did the Camino a couple of years ago, one of my least favorite parts was actually Santiago because how crowded it was. It just felt commercial. So I like the experiences. I like being out in nature, as much silence as possible, and just getting a feel of the place. And here is the northern end. That's okay, because from here we'll just head south all the way back to where we came. that does it for the Cliffs of Moher. I'm gonna walk back to the car and then head up to a place called the Burren, and after that go to Galway. So Cliffs of Moher, it's pretty, but compared to the Cliffs of Kerry, I think I definitely enjoyed that more. Here it's well, you can see a lot of people, so get here early, you'll probably enjoy it a bit more. And the walking trails, I was really looking forward to doing, I think it was like a 5-kilometer walk, but sadly that's closed today. Anywho, still not a bad day, beautiful views. It's gonna start raining a bit the next couple days as I head towards Northern Ireland, going to the Giant's Causeway and some other cool spots. So onward. Now we have made it to a place called the Burren. I didn't really know too much about this spot until recently. Remember hearing about it, that it's just a lot of limestone. It's what all these rocks are. But now that I'm here, and there's really not many other cars, I think I saw 2 other cars, and there's really no designated parking. This spot is cool. I like this already. It kind of reminds me of a limestone version of the Badlands. If you've ever been to South Dakota, this is awesome. You just got limestone everywhere. We have the coast. You can almost see the Cliffs of Moher all the way up there. But just endless amounts of limestone. And I'm not sure what that is up there, or if we'll make it, but doesn't that look like there's stacks of limestone? I gotta check that out. So I know very little about this place. We're gonna figure this out together. Maybe there's some tetrapod imprints like we saw before, but this is just a really cool spot. Already liking this a little bit more than the Cliffs of Moher, just because, I don't know, it's a fun geology playground and there's no crowds, which I like. Now that I climbed up a little bit, got a better vantage point, all these limestone rocks, let me make sure I'm shielding y'all from the wind. All those limestone rocks are just stacked and they go on for a while. Let's zoom way out here. But to me, this just looks so cool. How there's never-ending amounts of this jagged limestone stuff. Kind of reminds me of loose volcanic rock that I've hiked on before. Just no smooth surface to it whatsoever. You can see how it's just breaking apart everywhere. But a little nice place to stop if you're into any geology here at the Burren. Also, I've seen a lot of these cool looking snails as I've been walking around out here. I've seen a number of them. They have the prettiest shells. So watch your step as you're walking around here. Don't crush any of these cute little snails. Well, shit. That just happened. Good old driving in Ireland. Alright, so I've gone back and forth in my mind on if I should do this video, but I think I will, as I've been sitting here contemplating I want to do this because I like doing these travel videos for friends, family, even for myself. It's nice to go back and watch sometime in the future and just look at past journeys and look at things that I remembered that I forgot about. So obviously not doing this for any money or views on my channel. And plus it's more fun to take videos than it is pictures. I think you capture more, and I like that. But one of the things I really try to capture is the bad with the good. This is definitely one of those bad. I'm glad I'm laughing about it a little bit. But, you know, the driving in Ireland has been atrocious. I freaking hate it. I want to use a different F word, but I won't. And here I am sitting by the side of the road and waiting for a service vehicle. Every time I see a white van, I'm like, is that a service vehicle? Have they come to save my day? And, ooh, I think he's here. Yay. Well, we'll do the rest later. All right, finishing up what I was talking about in yesterday's video. And I am recording the next day. I drove all the way up to a surfing town, I think, called Easky. There's nothing here. It's west of Sligo. I should have booked in Sligo, but that's okay. I kind of like being in this random middle of nowhere place. And with the weather being as bad as it is today, it is rainy, it is windy, it is sideways. I'm fine just chilling and hunkering down. So the reason I wanted to put out the video that I started yesterday, and the guy came along, fixed my tire really fast, is for my own documentation, for everyone else watching. I see and hear a lot of people tell me how they're jealous of my travels. And to be clear, I travel to refill my own cup when work and life is just getting too monotonous or overwhelming. You know, when the little things really build up over time and you feel your energy and your love for things just kind of emptying. That's why I travel, to refill my cup. But travel isn't always easy. Travel is work and things go wrong. And one of the things I like about traveling is when you're in other countries and you figure out how to fix things or do things when things go wrong. For me, it gives me an extra sense of confidence. And it's just, you know, it's something I'll never forget. And I'll never forget the Irish roads. That is one thing for sure. I'm never going to forget the Irish roads. You know, dinging my side mirror or the tire, all that stuff. So it's all part of it, but things go wrong. You know, traveling isn't all sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns. So that's why I wanted to put this in there. And the way I travel, I'm not doing cruises or resorts and stuff. I'm getting out there. I'm being adventurous. And when you're adventurous and you're a pioneer or a pilgrim spirit such as myself, you're going to run into things. But I think in a way, this is going to sound weird, when my tire got flat and I just was sitting there for a little bit, in a way I felt a sense of relief, because I was realizing that I don't have to rush to anything. Like, I'm doing all this different stuff, seeing all these places. I have no choice but to sit here right now. So, in a way, it actually gave me some relief. Anywho, it is about a couple hours until my hostel opens. I'm going to sit here, watch the waves. Like I said, there's no restaurants or cafes for 20 kilometers of here. You know, do the math. But I'm just going to watch this view. Hard to see. But there's waves out there. Here, I'll turn the car on. There we go. All right. Don't need the wipers on right now. There we go. there's waves and surfers out there. It's pretty cool. So that's my little spiel. Thanks for watching, and I'm sure I'll start a new video for tomorrow. Take care.
Galway girl, right? So you need
to check ignition and may God's love be with you. This is Major Tom to ground control. You really made the grade, and your papers want to know whose shirts you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare.